Hi everyone, welcome to another uh, Scars of Mirrored and Besieged 8-4 draft. Well, I'm going to be taking Phyrexian Rebirth. It's a pretty ridiculous card. Uh, the only card close is the Inanimist, um, but I don't think it's that close. And I really like white in this format because I think it's ridiculously underdrafted at the moment. Well, I passed an Inanimist and I'm taking a blue card here because there's no question I'm picking up the Corrupted Conscience. Now normally when I draft white, I've been drafting aggressive decks, either aggressive Metalcraft or um, just a bunch of flyers. Um, the thing with white right now. Before I continue talking, let's look at this pick. There's Burn the Impure, which is color number 3, but the best card in the pack. Peace Strider and Lumingood Gargoyle. I think those are the options here. I think I just take the Burn the Impure, which is splashable. The argument for Peace Strider is like I do really want to play white and blue with both these cards, but I mean that maybe is a little bit too greedy to just or to force myself into white and blue. But Peace Strider would be better there. It's life gain is relevant for getting you to the later game. Excuse me. There's not much in this pack. I'm gonna grab Shimmer Mirror, which I do like. When you've got one in play, first of all, the first one, the Shimmer Mirror itself, can sometimes catch something that's important to kill. Maybe like a even catching a Mana Mirror is pretty good, but something like an Embersmith that's going to give you trouble, or a Mirrorsmith. But once it's in play, combat becomes really hard for your opponent. It's hard for them to attack, as long as you have mana open. You may have something to destroy them with. Not much going on here. I'll take the Revoker. It's a rare. It's actually pretty useful. There's tons of cards with activated abilities that you might want to deal with in the format. This pack is just pretty empty. I can take a Crush, but I would prefer Red as a splash. Morbid Plunder is the best card here, I think, but I'm not going to dip into black. Take a Core Prowler, which potentially could have some use if I'm defensive and need. I don't know. I'll take it, but I don't know. The best card here is Nested Ghoul, but I don't really want it. I think I pass it just to try to put the guy to my left or solidify him into black. Surprisingly, haven't seen much white. What I was saying before about white is that when you think about it, there's really no cards to put someone into white in Besieged. I'm taking the mbs5, but not the greatest. Not the greatest card for me. Yeah, there's really no. What are the commons in white? The commons in white are Divine Offering. I think, and that's the only one. That's the only white common that could potentially pull someone into white. It's very hard. The other best card is Sky Hunter, but I mean, does Sky Hunter really pull someone into white? It's a heavy white commitment, and so you see them go late. And in terms of the uncommons, there's no bomb uncommon. You have the Relic Warden, which is good, but again, it's not going to push someone into white all that often. And you have a few rares that are good, but beyond that, there's not much. push someone into white, and so as a result, I've been seeing in the last I was taking Dross Ripper here. I've been seeing some pretty powerful white cards in the other packs come a little ridiculously late. I've been getting 6-pick Mirror Smiths a couple times already. For example, I actually went on a string of forcing white aggro. Um, okay. So the pack started off really good, but there really wasn't much at all in a bunch of these packs. I don't know if I'm going to take a Core Vassal here, but it's not a card I'm going to run. Yeah, I went on a string of forcing white 3 drafts in a row, and I won one and split the finals in the other two. The decks were just beyond ridiculous on what came around. Although in this draft, it actually does seem like white is getting cut pretty hard. After that rebirth, there was pretty much nothing. Alright, so the options here, we've got Prototype Portal, which could be okay. Necropede, Galvanizer, although I think it's a little early to jump on a Galvanizer. So I didn't pick up Master's Call in the first pack, so right as of now, I don't have much reason to think it's going to be great. Glintalk Idol, Necropede, Prototype Portal. Necropede's interesting here, but Prototype Portal. This is a card that has you hear having very different evaluations from different people. I've heard some people really like it, and some not want to play it because of the potential card disadvantage. I don't think card disadvantage alone is enough reason to just say, oh you can, if they have removal, well you're gonna be down a card and an extra card. I don't know if that alone is a reason to not pick a card. It is if the card does not have enough effect. Like if we're talking about Holy Strength, I'm taking the Necropede this time. If we're talking about Holy Strength, then sure, yeah, that's not enough of effect. And if they have removal, you get 2 for 1, and no good. But we're talking about a card that's going to win you the game if left unanswered. And so I think at that point, you can not be embarrassed to play it, and pick it early if you think you're going to be able to support it. And there wasn't all that much. It was that or a Necropede, so I think I take the card that can win some games on its own. Here we have Rustic, Galvanic Blast. The thing with Blast is we don't know that we want to play red, although if I'm splashing for the Impure, yes, I can splash a Galvanic Blast, and I guess, I mean, it's possible we don't play one of these cards, although I would definitely like to play both. So here we've got the choice between Riddlesmith and Goldmere. There's a Sultan too. End up Narvalis. I think at this point I just take a Goldmere. That's good. So Flight Spellbomb or Golem's Warden. This is really the only options, and I'll take a Golem's Warden. Now, how artifacty am I? Can I take a Juggernaut? I could take one. It could end up being pretty good. I don't think I'm playing this mbs5, by the way. Probably not playing this Core Prowler. I think at this one I hope I'm not playing it. The Question is, do I take I think I'll take a Juggernaut over a Manamir here. Still in Pack 2, and I may get plenty more Manamir. So I think I'm going to take the Juggernaut. It was nice with the Shimmer Mirror, too. Yeah, I guess the Quarter Shield. Not much else going on. Another Warden, I suppose. Alright, well, on the way back, I'll take the Galvanizer. I mean, not much else in the back anyway. So, edge right, I'm not really looking to be a super aggressive deck here. I think I probably just want the Manamir. I do have a Galvanizer now to help turn my mirrors into real cards. No other like real cards that other than just accelerating. That is. And Shikari doesn't do anything yet. I think I'd just take a Saberclaw Golem here. I'm not a huge fan of Saberclaw Golem, by the way. I don't like my 5 drops having 2 toughness, even if they do it first strike. And in this deck, I'm not with red being a splash so far. I mean, that's the plan, that red's a splash. Although I don't have much blue. If I open something double red and completely stupid like a Horse Melter Dragon, well, then it'll be a little easier for me to let go of the Corrupted Conscience. Alright, we've opened a Mindslaver, which I don't mind, but I'm not gonna necessarily run, jump, and first pick it. Let's see. The other options are Barrage Ogre and Skylo School. I guess Shatter as well. Now, Shatter would be nice, but it's pretty much like if I'm taking my 3rd splash card, and that's 3 red cards compared to 1 blue card. That's pretty much going to make it a lot harder to run this Corrupted Conscience. Now, if I take the Skylo School, I've committed myself. I'm committing myself to blue being my 2nd color. So I think I'm making a decision here on whether or not. I mean, I'm not really interested in Squintalk. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm white. It's just not gonna. I don't have anything to combo with it, and it's just not that exciting here. I think I'm gonna take the Skylo School. I'd much prefer to play the Corrupted Conscience. And yeah, and you know, these guys are definitely splashable. I wouldn't mind picking up a red Manamir or something like that to help, or dual land of some sort. Actually, there's no white red or blue red dual land that, but the white blue I guess would help with mana base in general. Here it's Darkslick Drake or Revoke Existence. It's close because I don't have any other artifact kill. So maybe I should take the Revoke Existence. I do have plenty of 4 drops, although I don't really want to play the Core Prowler. And Galma's Warden's pretty replaceable. Okay, I'm taking the Drake. Not much other than excuse me. Not much other than a heavy Arbalist in this pack. So here, I just want to see quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I actually could be Metalcraft here. I'm not going to jump on a Sun Chaser since I'm not really aggressive, but there's a distinct possibility that I could have enough artifacts to actually run something like that at the end. so something to keep in mind. I think I'm just taking a Horizon Spellbomb to help with the mana base though. On this one. Well, I can certainly take Chrome Steed here. I can definitely support it. There's also Sylvok Replica, but it's gonna be tough to get that green mana in there too. Right, white, blue, red, green. No. Although no, it's a black mirror. I have black and white mirror. Okay. I'm just gonna take a Chrome Steed. Here we've got the choice of Horizon Spellbomb number 2, which I don't think I'd run 2 of them if I'm not without any access to green mana. So I'm not gonna take another one. I think that one is enough. Excuse me. I'm a little congested here, so hope that doesn't come through too much. I'm just gonna take the Skyguard. Not the right dual land. Is there anything play like that I would play here? Not really. I think I'm just taking the Oriok Replica. I could take the Serpent actually. I may have room for another finisher. Yeah, I'll take the Serpent. Sunchaser doesn't really fit in the deck, but there are certain builds that can actually support it here. I think I may want to get into like in a certain matchup. Might want to get aggressive if I don't think the control elements are going to be good enough. I'm going to take it. I just don't see myself really wanting anything else here. Sea Strider is not going to be that good in this deck, even if I do want a defensive creature, just because it's not going to be able to, with 3 colors, you can't really expect to get it on turn 2, and so not ideal. Take the Barrage Ogre for the double red. It's the best card here. I can also take Trigon of Thought. I think I'm going to do Trigon of Thought this time. I just don't see myself playing a Barrage Ogre, because yeah, the plan is white, blue, splash the red. Barrage Ogre is not going to be better than my blue cards or my white cards, which both have doubles. Blue especially, it's all doubles. Hate a Molder Beast. So a bit of a strange one here. So I picked this draft to talk about my love for how open white often is, and it was really cut, like really cut hard in this draft. There were very few white cards that came around. Alright, so let's start with things we know are making the deck. I'm pretty sure both these Manamirs are going to make the cut. Heavy Arbalist, Shimmermere, Galvanizer. So what does Galvanizer do here? It helps the Arbalist, and it helps Goldmere, Leadenmere, and Shimmermere. Okay, I mean, that's certainly enough reason to run a Galvanizer, I think. And hey, it's really good on a prototype portal. Speaking of which, that's only in the deck. Mirror and Spy actually is okay here. With it's pretty good with a heavy Arbalist for 1. I don't have a Soliton, unfortunately, but Galvanizer and Mirror and Spy are both still pretty good with that with an Arbalist. Otherwise, it's not that good. We'll see what my playables look like. It's fine against some decks where they have if they're running plague stingers. This is a good creature to put in their way. Yeah, Skyguard is likely to make it. I don't think I'm going with the Sun Chaser. I think I just prefer these Wardens in this deck, but I think both of them are going to be main deck and quite decent. The draw surface is just a 3/3, except for this, I guess, this Leadenmere, but that is fine. I think it's going to make the cut. Juggernaut probably making it in. Corrupted Sponges, School are making it in. Trigon of Thought, Saberclaw Golem's an option. Rebirth's in there. Horizon Spellbomb. Blast from the Impure. Okay, I'm at 22 cards. I have room for, I guess, one or two more. No, like on the one hand, I do have Goldmere, Leadmere, and Horizon Spellbomb, to which lean me towards 16 lands. But on the other hand, I may have a bit of a shaky mana base with just 16 lands. It just might be hard to come up with a good split for 16 lands. I have one more card for sure that I'm running. I'm definitely not running 18 lands plus 2 mirrors plus Horizon Soul. That's a recipe for flood. Yeah, I think the best card here is the Serpent here from my deck. Quarter Shield doesn't do much for me. And it's still decent like mana sink, or it's actually pretty good against Infect, so that each one of your creatures can block multiple times. But main deck, in this deck, I'm not so sure. I don't have any Mir Smith or any Smith, and yeah, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 13 artifacts might be a little bit on the low side with a Chrome Steed. The Gauntlet's Warden are fine without the only guy I'm playing that really needs the Metalcraft is the Chrome Steed. And I suppose, well, for Phyrexian Rebirth is sort of an artifact, although it might sweep a bunch of my other ones with it. But yeah, I think it's the Chrome Steed is a little borderline, but because it's an artifact itself, I only need 2 other ones. And I mean, the Juggernaut's going to be a little bit borderline here too. But I don't see another option. I could play like Hexblade Golem instead of Serpent, but you don't play a 7 mana artifact to help your Metalcraft. That really doesn't make sense. I'd rather just play the Serpent. I could fit the Golem in here, and I suppose there's a way I can fit this a Quarter Shield in, but it's going to come at the expense of a better card, and I think I just prefer to have a weaker, a less consistent Chrome Steed and a weaker Darksteel Juggernaut than cut in otherwise. Like I guess the really if I was going to make room for one of these guys, it would be cutting one of these guys. I could no, but and then cutting an artifact to make room for another artifact doesn't do what I want it to do anyway. So like I'd be cutting a Metalcraft guy if I want to fit anything in, and the only reason I want to fit something in is for Metalcraft, so that doesn't work either. So I think I'm just going to go with this. I could cut a Warden, I suppose, but I think they're fine in this deck without Metalcraft. And yeah, I just don't like the idea of cutting a Warden for a Golem or a Shield here. I think I'm fine with the way it looks. The mana base they suggest is 8/6/3. The 8 makes sense because every blue card is double blue. And I do have a Golden Mirror to help the white. Although with this Skyguard it's a little bit
a little bit shaky. I do have a Horizon Solemn to help me out. I could potentially go down to 2 red and 7 white. I think that's the other option. So it's either this or it's 2 red, 7 white. Um, I mean, the best card in this deck is either the Rebirth or the Corruption card. So I want to be able to cast them. This Skyguard's a little bit awkward with 6 white and a gold mirror. I think I'd prefer this. And the Horizon Solemn can help me find that extra little splash. Mountain. Okay, I think this is fine.